So welcome back to part 2. As you can see, I've set the cones up now in a zigzag. Ice cream truck just going past. So I've set the cones up in a zigzag. Alright, so zigzag in a line. I've put the coloured cones on top of 4 of those zigzags. So I'll start at where the ball is on that cone, and then I've got the cones, the colours on top of the cones. I don't think you can see the white, there's a white one just there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the ball, alright, and we're going to start in the middle of those cones, and then again, getting somebody to call out a colour, we're just going to drive to those cones, okay, to that colour of cones. Alright, so example would be, so I'm here, okay, just waiting. The reaction. So again, spread these out from the start point. So I'll move this back a bit so I've got some driving space. Okay. Again, so now if the colour's white, I'm driving out to the white. Okay, and then just bring it back in. Okay. Get ready again. So it's all about the reaction. So I'm driving to orange, so I'm driving all the way, and then just bring it back in. Again, loads of little touches of the ball. Bring it back in. So touches on the ball are important on the way back in, even though you're just bringing the ball back in nice slowly, it just touches on it. So it might be yellow, just a nice quick, and then bring it back in. Okay, blue, drive out, and then bring it back in. Okay, so again, start your starting point further away from the cones, spread them out as much space as you possibly can, and then all it is just that reaction. So the ball is dead. Okay, and then when the colour is called out, you're looking to just drive, sharp, quick reactions. Okay, looking at how we react to certain situations. But at the moment, we've got a ball out of our feet, and we're looking to drive towards that target, which is the colour on top of the cones. Okay, so again, minute on, 30 seconds off, minute on, 30 seconds off. Okay, using both feet. Make sure you're using both feet. So drive out with your left, then next time drive out with your right, really using both feet, okay, and then just bring it back in, little touches of the ball, toe taps, boxers, okay, inside, outside, just to bring it back, just little touches, not asking you to sprint back, just a nice little walk in, okay, and then start again, okay, pause the video and come back. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to be doing is, okay, we're going to have the ball on the move this time. So again, manipulating the ball, okay, but our back is turned to the cones. Oh, my orange cone has come off. So we've got our back towards the cones now, okay, and I'm just manipulating the ball. Little touches, little checks over my shoulder, okay. If it's blue, it's a quick turn, drive, and then back in, okay. So again, manipulating the ball, loads of touches, checking your shoulder. If it's white, it's a quick turn, drive out to that colour, okay, and then back in. Again, you don't need pointy cones to do this, okay. It might just be that you've got the clothing down on the floor. I'm just probably being a bit extra with my pointy cones. Again, back now is to the cones again. Manipulating the ball, loads of little touches, little checks over my shoulder, little checks, okay, yellow, quick little turn, drive out, okay, really, if we're turning, it's got to be important that we get the ball out of our feet so we can look to drive. If it's caught in our feet, okay, if it's caught here, you've not made much contact, we haven't got enough time to drive out, okay, we have to take more touches than is possible. To get a nice touch in, and then next one should take you to that cone, okay, really driving out. Checking the shoulders, very important, okay. Again, if you know you've got space and time behind you, that will determine how hard you knock the ball back behind you. If I know I've got a bit of pressure coming at me, but I've still got time to turn, it would be a little touch to then be able to manipulate the ball. But we'll come into that in a minute. Okay, so back to the cones. Okay, manipulating the ball, checking our shoulders, When a colour's called, quick turn, drive out. Okay, so pause, minute on, 30 seconds on, minute on, 30 seconds off, minute on, 30 seconds off. Okay, so 3 times through, minute on, 30 seconds rest, minute on, 30 seconds rest. Okay guys, perfect. Pause it, go away, then come back. Okay, perfect. Now what we're going to look to do is, instead of running in straight lines, we're now just going to look at the zigzag movement, which is, you'll find a lot in football. It's all about how we don't just, it's very rare that you just run in a straight line. Okay, manipulating the ball left and right. All right, so again, don't worry now about these cones, about the colours. It's all about the zigzag setup now. So I can even bring another cone in, so I've got 5 cones to zigzag through. So it's just looking at the change of my body and shifting. Okay, so if I start here, if I start this side, you'll be able to see now what we're talking about. Okay, so it's all about how we manipulate our body to get there. So if I'm manipulating this cone to go up to that cone, as I'm going there, I step past the ball to use the outside of my left foot to now push that ball to that angle. Okay, so again, I'll show from this side as well. Okay, so we'll go fast motion. Okay, I'm going, I step past the ball, I step past the ball, and I'm pushing. Okay, so I'm stepping past the ball. It's like I'm faking that player out that's in front of me. Player coming towards me, I step past the ball, like I'm going one way, like I'm going off camera, and then I flick it back in. Okay, so again, I'll show you now. So start on the cone. Okay, it's just, again, spread them out as much as you possibly can. It might be a couple of touches before you step past it, but this one, it's just literally a touch, step past, touch, step past, touch, step past, touch, and then I've finished. But I won't just finish there. I'm going to start again and go back again. Okay, so then I'm going to go again. All right, so I touch, step past, touch, step past, touch, step past, and drive through, and then back around again. Okay, so timings aren't really important for this one. Okay, I would go through it at least 10 times. Okay, so 10 times through. So there and back is 1. Okay, there and back is 1. All right, at least 10 times. If you go up to about max of 20, okay, times through, it's just getting that movement of going, dropping your shoulder, going past the ball. So I'm going past the ball, dropping my shoulder low, knees are bent, and then with the outside of my foot, left or right, depending which side you drop to the side. So I'm going to use my left, so I drop. The outside that left, I'm going to push, and as I push away, I'm going to use this right foot to spring out. Okay, so it brings me from here to there. Okay, so that's very, very important. So as you're zigzagging through, step past the ball before it gets to that cone, and then spring off. Okay, and then that brings you into stepping past again, to then springing to push it. Okay guys, that's very important. So again, timing's not really important on this one. Okay, it's all about how many times you go through. So 20 max, 10 minimum. There and back is 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, so pause the video, come back, and we'll go again. Right guys, now we should be really going. Okay, again, it's all about how we manipulate the ball, using our hips, pushing off. Okay, we should have a lot of repetition in that one, so it should start to come naturally now. Okay, so now what you're going to start to do is you're going to start to be clever with the ball. Okay, so I've just got us just dropping our shoulder and flicking it. Now we're going to start to see if we can use a little step over to manipulate the ball, maybe a little Ronaldo chop. Okay, yeah, so we're going to start using those little bits and bobs. So again, it's a push, and can we use a step over, use a step over, use a step over. Okay, manipulating the ball, come around the cone. Can we go again? Okay, manipulating the ball, step over, step over, step over, push it. So again, we're not dropping we're dropping into it. So as we step over the ball, not just like this, okay, as we step over, we drop down again. So we drop down again, past the ball, and then we flip with the outside of our foot. Okay, too many people think this is going to get you past the player. No, 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 no. You've got to over exaggerate. So really come round, drop, and flick it. Okay, flick it in that direction out of the way. Okay, really, and flip. Okay, that's very, very important. Okay, so you've done this, you've done the step overs. One of my favourites as a player to use, okay, the little Ronaldo chop. So as we're touching, it's a little jump, hop, okay, and bringing it back in, touch, yep, hop, touch towards the cone, bring it back in. Went off camera there. Okay, so breaking it down, the Ronaldo chop, I'll just show it slowly. As we're coming through, I'll just finish with this one. So you can see it's just a little chop, okay, little chop. All right, because I've not got really much space. When you do the chop, okay, don't do it too hard, because otherwise you're just getting in there with another chop straight away. You want to try and get a little touch in there. So you want to try and get a touch, and then a chop, touch, chop, touch, chop, touch, chop. Okay. The important thing about this one is, okay, is you're going one way and you're going to quickly change direction on that player and go out the other way. Okay, so as we come in using the inside of our foot, it's like we're jumping on top or over the ball to then knock it back into our path. Okay, guys. So using the inside of our foot, okay, it's a little hop, and then we're changing direction. Okay, we know where we're going, they don't. Okay, they might be coming across, you're coming, they're coming across. You might be able to manipulate the ball. They've gone that way, gone to get me a burger, double cheese, and I've gone this way. Okay, so you've got the step over, you've got the Ronaldo chop. All right, really, these two are really good things to use to manipulate the ball again, okay, and to get past players. But again, it's all about the zigzag and that movement. Okay, again, they're using the same things as the dropping of the shoulder, dropping the shoulder with the step overs, and just the drop of the shoulder. The Ronaldo chop is a little bit different. It's like you're going that way, and then you're off that the opposite way. Okay, so very important. Try them out. Again, you can do 10 step overs there and back, and then do 10 Ronaldo chops. Okay, and then that repetition, building that relationship with the ball. Okay, and being comfortable with having something different when you're up in a 1v1. When you're in a 1v1 with an opponent, okay, you've got these in your back pocket to pull out. Okay, guys, so go away, practice again, 10 step overs there and back, and 10 Ronaldo chops there and back. All right, if you want to do more, do more. It's all about how you want to be comfortable with the ball, okay, and be confident with the ball. Okay, pause the video and come back to me. Okay, perfect. Right, guys, like to finish off with a competition. Okay, it's all about how we can manipulate the ball, but then find that target in the end. All right, so just bring this one back in. See that in there. Manipulate the ball, manipulate the ball. And then I've got my target. Okay, I might add 2 or 3 different targets, or maybe 4. Okay, if you haven't got pointy cones, then have you got other footballs that you could place at the end to try and hit them? You could try not to use plates, dishes, something that breaks and something that your parents, carers would not be happy about if you hit them. So if you're lucky enough to have a wall at the end,
with a spot on there or anything, or even water bottles. Okay, could you place water bottles at the end? Gives you something to hit. Okay, and then challenge yourselves. Okay, maybe a water bottle down there, and then a bigger object like a bigger cone, and then a ball. Maybe the bigger cone's 10 points, the water bottle's 50 points, and the ball is 20 points. Okay, it's how many you can get. All right, so again, be creative with your targets, what you want to get. I've just got a cone at the end. Okay, I could put the water bottle there and then have a ball. Okay, but what the main thing is, again, manipulating the ball. Okay, now add in dropping of the shoulder, step over Zambrinaldo chops, and then to finish off. Okay, so again, manipulate the ball, so I might go into here to drop the shoulder, to push it off, brings me into a Ronaldo chop, brings me into a step over, okay, lines me up nicely to then hit that target. All right, and then you come back again. Okay, don't just walk back to hit the target. You're gonna need another football. If it comes back to you, then great. Okay, hit the target. All right, and then if you've got another football there, or the football does come back to you, you can drive back. Okay, and then go again. Okay, so again, looking at driving forward, a little step over, into a drop of the shoulder, into a Ronaldo chop, into executing to hit that target. All right, and that will bring you to the end of the session. All right, competitiveness and competition is very healthy. Okay, it really is healthy in football. Okay, if you want to step up and keep stepping up. Okay, competition is healthy. There's always someone that wants your place, your position. Okay, so it's important that you have this competitive edge. All right, so I like to finish my sessions off with that little competitive challenge. All right, and it's just as simple as hitting cones. Okay, can you beat that? Challenge your parents, carers, brothers, sisters. Okay, can you beat my score? All right, yeah, and then you can make it a right fun game and a right family affair. Okay, gets everybody involved. All right, if not, then beat yourself. Right, I only got 50 points that time. Right, I'm going to go again. I want to beat it. I want to set a high score. Okay, I want to set a high score, and I want to keep going. Okay, set a target. Right, I got 50 from 5 balls. Right, I want to get 100. I want to get to 500. Okay, I want to see how fast, time yourself, see how fast you can get to a certain score. Okay, there's all these different ways for you to challenge yourself. So guys, go away, practice, repetition. Okay, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.